We're the Sunderkids.
Welcome back to the Everyday Vibes with the Sunderkids. With the
With the
Sunderkids.
Sunderkids.
Everyday Vibes with the Sunderkids. Every
With
day,
the Sunderkids.
vibes.
Woo!
Every day, we vibing. Every
Yeah.
day, we vibing.
What's
What's
up?
up, Brittany?
Yo, dog. How are you?
Good. I'm pretty good. Just been vibing. Oh
Just
my
been
gosh,
vibing. We're in May.
it's already halfway through May. Can you believe it? Can
Mid-May.
you believe it?
It's not gonna be May.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of May.
And it's been a very hot May.
It's been a hot May, yeah.
It's been a very hot May.
Yeah, the other day was
And-
89 degrees.
Yeah, it was 86 out
What?
here one of those days, and then it was 80 degrees. Yeah.
People start
Yeah.
dying out there, though. People don't have AC.
Oh,
I guess there was a whole, remember when it was bad, and then AC
for sure.
out.
So
So maybe
later on in the summer, in July and August, we will for sure have another 1 or 2 heat waves
Yeah.
that will have that same effect. But
Yeah.
with the early May heat, the danger is actually people going out and jumping in the lakes and the water
Yes.
because they think it's nice and warm now.
And it's
but
freezing.
But it's fucking freezing water.
It is still the West Coast.
Yeah, dums. So
Yeah.
don't jump in the water
Just because it's hot outside.
just because it's hot outside.
Yes, people go into shock and then they drown.
And then they go in the shock and then they're around. Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's
And,
exactly what happens. So
bye-bye.
yeah, but otherwise it's been absolutely stunning. Like
Ugh.
there's been
Probably
clear
in bloom,
skies, blue,
too.
like blue.
Mount Rainier.
Everything's in bloom. The roadies are all in bloom. I've been using that new camera a bunch,
Sick.
going on
Sick,
some
sick, sick,
hikes
sick, sick.
and finding some sick places to take some
Sick.
cool ass pictures of Rainier.
Dub.
I went over to the Kubota Gardens actually in
Ooh.
Rainier Beach.
Nice.
And,
Are those free?
It is indeed. It is a
That's
Seattle
nice.
park. So it was originally a private garden of this Japanese guy, and then he gifted it to
No
the city
way.
of Seattle in like the 80s or something.
Wow.
So
And then they maintain it.
and then there's like specific volunteer hours that you can do weeding, you can do whatever, and here's the thing to contact it, and they have
It's like a
specific
community
days.
garden type deal.
Yeah, so when I showed
Wow.
up, there was already like 2 volunteer groups doing something on one side, and then there was
Phenoms.
a couple like elementary school groups
Aw.
going around. So I kept having to not to try to like avoid these little tiny kids because I didn't want to like take pictures of any little kids because that
That's
would be
good.
fun.
That's a great rule.
Yeah, sorry, I just kind of like put my fingers in the beer and then the beer
Oh.
just went everywhere. So I'm
Nice
just going
work,
to real
Matthew.
quickly
Cool.
get all my electronics
in bloom. And all your
the roadies.
all your
the
roadies.
are in bloom. Yes, indeed. So it was
Oh.
absolutely beautiful. White,
amazing.
pink, red, purple, blue. Like it was incredible. It was incredible.
Oh. You know, the weather has been pretty good. We've been a little cloudy and rainy, and it's very, very funny because everybody always makes a comment like, "Oh, it's like a crappy day," and then they're like, "Oh, Brittany, you probably love this weather." I'm like, "Hell, fucking yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's so chill. Like, don't you pick
It
up
is.
just that like vibe?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, but I want to go home and go to
This
bed."
is
I'm
growth.
like, "No,
This is growth.
You're so right.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is growth. This is
Yeah.
nutrients. This is love from the
Yeah.
earth. Like absorb it, just like the plants do. It's
Yeah,
so
and then
nice.
everything's like
Like today,
damp
it's
and
been
like there's
foggy and
the smell
overcast
is so much better.
and like
It's just
warm.
like
It's been
there.
like warm in the air today.
Yeah.
It's like a warm hug of fog, but like not too much fog. And yeah,
Nice.
honestly,
Nice.
it's been actually legit. But I know I have not done an Illinois summer yet. So I am a little nervous about the amount of heat because I think it's going to be old school Nebraska style, like 110.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to be
Keep talking about it. I'll be right back.
freaking and plus the shop, it gets so hot in there. It's already like if it's going to be minimum 70 degrees, then it's going to be definitely like 80 degrees in the shop. Like there's nothing you can do
Yeah.
about it. Like people are
Yeah.
constantly opening doors. They're
Oh.
coming in, even with the
Oh my
AC
gosh.
set, and we got windows in the back going on. Plus, you've got like heaters and not heaters,
Brittany,
but
I
like
work at a fucking
microwaves.
pool. It is.
Yes,
It
it
is
gets so
huge.
hot. So Matthew was just
Yibbity,
telling
yibbity,
us how hot as balls the pool deck is.
It's miserable.
humid. It's just hot.
It
It's a
is
hot box
humid.
of humans and water and
Yeah.
steam
And
because of
it's just
water.
concrete. And yeah, so the other day we had to scrub down the entirety of the pool deck. There was 2 water polo games that week. So
Dang.
that means scrubbing all over on the side. So I took off my shirt, I put on my bandana, and I started on scrubbing. And I was going at it for about a good old hour. It was
scrubbing,
it was
huh?
back breaking work. It felt like, you know,
Back-breaking work. Yeah, I bet. Bent over.
like the coal miner, you know, like
Yeah.
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day, scrubbing pool decks here and there, on down.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it felt like. But I literally I sweated through my pants,
Dude,
my
I
shorts.
bet.
Oh man,
Dude,
it was hard work.
At the shop, I
And
have
that's
to
just the
like.
beginning. It's not even 90.
yeah.
It's not even 100.
I know.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
this is just the beginning.
Yeah. And like the shop, you've got like the microwave behind you, also like the grill press.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm working on a steam wand espresso machine. You know, it's just like hot blowing at me. So I have to like set up a mini fan to the side for me. I brought in my camping fan and I have a plug-in and everything.
Good.
Everyone is like, they know the drill. Like,
Yeah.
one, it's me. I get the fucking fan. But you're totally welcome to use it.
That's one of the reasons
I
don't
like,
use the oven in the summer, you know,
yes,
because
it's
it
just
releases too much heat.
So
I get it. I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, and I just sweat. Nobody wants a salty coffee. So
Nobody
I'm
wants
trying to,
that.
and I just drip. So I've got to like prep on the clothing
and nobody
too
wants
of what
that
I
in their
wear.
drip.
No one wants a drip.
That's not the drip coffee they want.
No, that is not. No, you want a salted caramel without the caramel? We'll get you that. But so the heat is coming. Summer is here. But okay, I gotta tell you about today, just real quick. Today has been just like a good day. Great Spanish right there. Okay, so first of all, it's an admin day. So I was gonna meet Emily at the Exchange, which is like a WeWork space here in Effingham, and it's out of an old bank. And we work in the vault. That's like our favorite room because it's fucking sick. It's got the whole door and everything. I mean, it's like wild. And they've got a lot of like penny floors. They're very cool in there. And they're very cool in there. So anyways, we were starting that at 9. Emily has children. She needs to like drop people off at school, like go do like life, right? So I typically start work at like 7. You know, if I'm on the floor, I start at 6 tomorrow. Like I'm
bright and
early. So, okay, great. But today I'm in at 9. I've got, no matter what, I'm going to try and sleep in. There's no way, you know, this just doesn't happen. So naturally I woke up at 6:45 and I took my ass for a long walk and I walked to the cemetery. I talked to my peeps. And then I like rotate through like town and weave in and out. And I'm currently listening to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And so that is a great thing. So I walked for, I don't know, like 50 minutes and get back here. So I'm like, oh, sick, you know, feeling groovy. And I ended up just like making coffee, like hanging out, doing the thing. So then we had like a long day of work. Great. And we're like in it to win it. It's just us two. We get each other. We're like figuring out like the menu and stuff and pricing. Like we need to go up in pricing. So we have now dissected the entire menu by ingredients, like per ounce, per cent of what this should, all the
variable costs, all of the fixed costs.
Yes, very
Let's
much
do
so.
some managerial accounting.
Absolutely. So it's like how much should it be on the menu? How much are we charging now? What it should be? Blah 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 blah. To like not freak people out. You know, you're not going to just like jump $2 higher. So it's all in the strategy. So we're doing that all day. We're in this vault. We're having a great time. We're vibing. We enjoy each other's company. So that's good.
Doing money business and
business and in the money vault. It was fire. So then I'm like, okay, I got to leave at like 4:05 because I have a 4:15 Cairo appointment. I go to the Cairo. Just get the nights locked out of me. Boom. And he does my ears today. He's like, we need to do your ears. I was like, yes. So he does my ears. And I mean, I'm just like, And then you get like hooked up to like a TENS unit in my back. So of course I'm wearing a dress casually. I have to pull up my entire backside, to get exposed.
Yeah, it's like,
Sitting in a
yep.
chair every time. I never, it's like ridiculous.
It's like,
Anyways,
sorry.
so
Here's my
whatever.
tattooed ass.
Yeah, basically. At least I don't have a tramp stamp. I still kind of think that's cool, but
No,
that's
please
a
don't.
different thing.
Please don't.
But then I'm like, okay, at least my lower back's like clear. It's like
Yeah.
whatever. So anyways,
Please
I
don't.
get hooked up. I'm having a good time. I leave. Well, then I go to pay, and they're like, "Looks like you don't owe anything today." And I'm like, "Really?" She goes, "Well, I think you hit your deductible." Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Excuse
What do
me?
you?
And so I have from the marketplace healthcare, and I got the silver package. And then the only thing I did look for was chiropractic. And it said like 12 visits. But then I thought like, maybe it like cuts off after that. But then I probably spend like $50 a appointment, which is not bad, like with insurance. And then now I zero today. Zero. So
That's incredible.
that is incredible. That is incredible. And like every other week when I go in there, because I go weekly, but every other week I come in with my tip money. And so I usually have like $50 cash. So then it's like it didn't even happen. I'm just like, here's the cash tip money.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, chiropractic is good for me, and it's getting me for free.
Yeah.
So like that was hype, super, super, super hype. And then
I've burned through all of the amount of times that the parents bought me, plus my own. I was basically split them and me on a whole session. We've already extended way past that. So I'm just swiping that card. It's like, well, this actually is effective, and it's had very real effects on my body.
That's like
in
this
positive
is one
ways.
thing
So
I will not
guess
get rid of.
I will be paying for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is,
but it's all out of pocket for me. It's but it is good. It is good.
Yeah. Well, if you ever switch your insurance, or have you given them your insurance and then
I don't have the insurance.
Oh, you don't have any health insurance?
No.
But yeah. I just got some because the job reimbursed me. They've got a program for reimbursement. So it totally covers it, which is fine.
Good.
So then I was like $6. I mean, still don't have dental, which but okay, so I get that for free. I walk out. I'm like, I'm gonna go pop back at the shop because I knew my two all-stars are working. Exactly. And so Drew and Grace are working, my loves, and I'm like, oh my God, they would be perfect for these videos I have in mind. And it like seems chill.
Content.
Like you're
let's go.
Like a knockout 2-in-1. Like, let's go. And then I'm in there. There's like no one in there. And then Callie's in there, who used to work for us and kind of does during the summers. She's there just hanging out. So like that was fun. We just had like a little hangout. And so we made 2 videos and they were hilarious. The first one killed me. Grace did it, and she made me a smoothie, and she had whipped cream on it. And I was like, being the customer, like, oh, I asked for no whipped cream. And she takes the whipped cream off and she throws it at me. And then the second one we did with Drew, he makes me an oat milk latte. And I'm like, are you sure it's oat milk? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, are you sure it's oat milk? Like, are you sure? Then he takes a sip and he's like, yep, oat milk. And hands it back to me. So content, we're being funny kids.
Nice.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Got that done. That feels good.
Marketing.
And then I came back to the apartamento. Well, no, I went to Aldi. Got one quick shopping trip, just killing it.
Nice.
And then I was picking up ingredients because I wanted to make, I had some chicken salad yesterday from work, and our chicken salad is like, people like die for it. And so I was like, damn, this is freaking bomb. Like, this is very good chicken salad.
Okay.
And so I was like, I'm going to make some chicken salad. And then I remembered
Make
Aunt
that chicken
Julie gave
salad.
me a recipe for curry turkey salad. And I was like, ooh, curry. So then I just looked up a recipe online and I was like, curried chicken salad. So I whipped me up some curried chicken salad and I am very excited to have some of that after this while I watch Bridgerton 3, third
Bridgerton
season
3.
of Bridgerton. Just
my gosh.
today. Wah, wah, wah. Now, take us back, lady, whistle down to
It
the
is
tongue.
the one period piece I have not watched.
Oh,
So,
Matthew,
and I
it's
know you
so
just
hot.
get so, yeah.
Mom
That's
watches it too and loves it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's witty, it's fun, it's sexy, it's British. I mean, come the fuck on. What is not to love? So I am so excited to hit that tonight. Even though I got to work at 6 a.m., I'm going to at least get 2 episodes. I can't just like start a whole season and watch 1 episode. Then I'm just like fucking dying. Like one, like that is not enough. 2 is still
finish.
can't like.
You gotta finish.
I can't finish it all. I can't finish. I'm not that. Nah. Sleep trumps all. Let's be honest. If it takes me past 9:45, I'm like,
amen
fuck.
to that. Yep.
No.
Gone.
Nope. Can't. And
you are not worth it. I will wake up in the early morning.
Yeah. Yes. Really, truly.
I'll restart it.
Okay, I'm gonna work at 4.
Okay. Yep.
Watch this 50-minute show and then hit work.
Yeah. Time to watch Netflix at 5 a.m.
Oh my god. Oh, but Bridgerton. It's so Bridgerton is so good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I'm getting myself all riled up. So you can see how it's been a phenomenal day.
Yeah.
And we can do work without any interruptions because we're out, offsite.
Very nice.
It was quite lovely, if I do say so myself.
I too got up really early this morning because that is what my body naturally does.
Yeah.
No matter what time I go to bed, even if that is at midnight 30 last night.
Because what'd you do last night? Dun dun dun.
The Rolling Stones, Hackney Diamond 2. It was the Rolling Stones, it's Mick Jagger, it's Keith Richards, it's Ronnie on the guitar.
Guitar.
Oh my god!
Shut up!
They played "Sympathy for the Devil." They played, "Kickstart." They played a lot of the hits. They painted.
What did it feel like? What were the seats like? Where were you at? What was the arena?
We were kind of high up, so it was at Lumen Fields, so the same place where the Seahawks play.
Seat in the house.
No bad seat in the house. So it wasn't completely sold out, but it was packed. It was pretty hefty.
How many people does that stadium hold?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, but probably 80,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up while you keep talking.
Maybe 20,000 people over there. I don't know. I will have to look up the official attendance numbers, but
it's got 69,000 seats.
69,000.
So yeah, you probably had 30,000 people. Maybe. That's many people in one place. Like, how crazy is that? Like 69,000.
It's nowhere near like the numbers that T Swift pulled when she was at the same place, but
Avi.
Oh my gosh. So it's just crazy that they played for 2 hours. And
damn, they're old as dust.
They're old, but like they are still going.
And like to the hype, I mean, they are still like hype.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of like more stripped down, bare bones versions of all the songs. He's not like singing and belting out and holding the things. He's more like singing the songs and then singing the talking the lyrics, and he's doing the things. Like, I don't know. It's instead of like singing the songs.
It doesn't have the breath work anymore.
Yeah. So he's like shortening it up, everything. But hey,
how old is he? Like 80 something?
80 something, like in his late 80s.
Wild.
And so like Yeah, and the drummer died about the original drummer died about like 4 or 3-4 years ago.
Wow, not too long.
Not too long ago. So it's the original like
That's
3 people.
insane. Like the
Yeah.
original peeps
So
are just
what was
going.
crazy is, Keith Richards playing the guitar, he was playing like kind of high up the fretboard.
Yeah, okay.
For his strumming hands, because I kept looking, and it was a little more stripped down, but like that is kind of what the solos were for those songs.
Totally.
So,
Totally.
the opener, Joe Benamassa or something like that. He's this blues guitar like virtuoso guy who's won a couple like blues Grammys. I don't know.
All right.
Never heard of him before today, but he was, he's probably in his like 60s and just going.
Hell yeah.
Just like going hard.
I bet Dad was.
And he was a little more virtuoso for his guitar playing than like the old guys.
Okay.
But that's what the difference between like 30-20 years.
Totes.
Understandable. But there's a big catwalk that you could walk back and forth, and they're all walking back and forth on it. And
yeah, active.
Move. He's like, shuffling his feet and doing all the things. Lord, I miss you. I shuffling into my feet. Yeah, he was going for it.
Do you think they're sick of their songs? Like, do you think he's probably like, fuck this shit?
No, because they have like way more than they have probably like 20 hours of hit songs.
You don't think that they do the same like
Brittany, they have like more hit songs than the Beatles because they were around longer.
I mean, I know they've got all the content, but
yeah,
how much are they? And maybe they are just whipping them all in between and messing.
But
it
like,
up and,
if
they get over it, they can do another one.
They all had smiles on their faces.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
They all looked happy to be there. And he was,
And I guess they've got all the money in the world. They could have stopped
Portland,
this,
Tacoma, Puyallup. He was like, what's up? He is from Puyallup. You're from Tacoma. He is from Portland. Oh man,
that's.
But I just kept thinking of the old SNL skit where it's Mick Jagger and Jimmy Fallon, and they're in the mirror, and he's like, yes. I'm hosting the Saturday Night Live, and then he's pointing the fingers at you. I'm Mick Jagger. He's this move this is the dance move, and it was so funny because I'm like Mick Jagger's doing that whole thing the whole time.
That's just who he is.
Yeah. It's just like, oh my god.
That's epic.
But then you had skinny. He's just such a skinny little dude.
He's a skinny little dude,
and he's doing his little things. Yeah. And so he's like skin tight, a black shirt, skin tight, black jeans, black shoes. But then he has all these like sequin dress tops. Either like a shirt or a jacket that he would cycle through.
Amazing.
And then it was fun because now that I have picked up the guitar and learned a little bit about them, I now recognize the guitars on stage.
Nice.
And look. And so we had our binocs. So we are up second balcony, row section 328,
cool.
up there. So, but fantastic. So there's just one single speaker beam that was blocking our view, but we still got that big orb that was like where they all came out and did their thing. And then, just a bit of the catwalk was blocked. They're not hanging out there anyway.
Cool.
Who gives?
Fine.
So,
and the sound was good.
Sound was fantastic.
Yeah.
Sound was fantastic.
Lumen Fields.
And so then I'm like sitting there intensely looking like, what do they got? And I'm like, ooh, that's a Gibson SG. Ooh, that's a Gibson. That's Les Paul. Ooh, that's a Sunburst Les Paul McCartney. Oh, like I actually know what that is. And then I'm like, that's a $3,000. That's $2,500. That's $4,000. That's
nuts.
Like, and then they're just changing them out every single song. And it's like they know what tone, and then they just, each song requires a different one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
It's
So
efficiency is what it is.
yeah. And then they know the tone. So it's like if they want that like twang, and if they want that heavy, like
Yeah.
they have it all set up. Just
Yeah.
plug in,
Yeah.
play, do your
Plug
thing.
and play,
So,
dog.
but they played for 2 hours.
Nice.
They rocked and rolled,
Nice.
and it was damn
Crushed it.
impressive.
Did you
It was
guys
damn
take the light
impressive.
rail?
No.
You
So
drove.
I was like, parents, let's not do that because it adds an extra 30 minutes both ways
Truth.
to this whole thing. Because from Burien or Tukwila light rail station, 20 minutes to get to downtown via 509. Just a bop, bop.
Yeah, it is a
You're
nice,
there.
quick,
Easy. And then you get
Yeah.
that nice, beautiful view.
It's my
Instead of going
fave.
all the way down and around, having to do all the stuff.
Yeah.
It literally adds 30 minutes both ways.
Yeah. All right.
So,
all right.
it's great in concept, and I love it if you're doing it in the daytime. But if you're coming home at midnight,
Yeah.
you don't want to
just
add
go
an extra
home.
30 minutes for
Yeah.
no reason,
Yeah.
just because you're wanting to be efficient.
Yeah. Being sketch
I get
downtown
it.
Seattle.
Yeah, and if the worry is finding parking, I gotcha. I go to Showbox. I know where to park.
Yeah.
We are a good fit family that can walk a mile.
Forever.
Who cares?
Yeah.
We're here early enough. So none fact. So we park, down over, and then I'm like, this is exactly where I envisioned us parking. So this is perfect.
Nice.
So just found a spot back in one of the alleys, and then we start walking. We pass the Lumen Fields, and then we go all the way out to the pier, because of course it was a beautiful,
Gorgeous.
beautiful day, beautiful sunset.
Seattle.
The sun was out, and the Olympics were just right there. And then it's like, okay, well, got to turn around. So, we stood in the merch line real fast. I got a nice poster. That was the only thing I thought worth getting.
All right.
Pins, and it's like, guys, patches. Make patches. Every band should make hella patches.
I would
'cause
agree.
Every rocker is gonna wear a battle jacket.
A battle jacket.
A battle jacket.
With patches.
Got
patches for my battle
badass hardcore shit when I'm punching people in a mosh pit, you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Jaffiel.
Jaffiel.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, it was just such a beautiful day, and
Good.
oh my gosh. So, but guess what I did in the morning?
What did you do in the morning?
I got up at the butt crack before dawn, as in like 3:45 a.m.
Oh, yikes.
Yikes. Because I was on a mission. I drove an hour and a half out to Enumclaw in order to get to Suntop Lookout.
Ooh.
And this place has the spot to hit Rainier. Oh my gosh. It is like that perfect distance that I could take the crystal clear photos.
Hell yeah.
And I got it right as the sun was coming up, and I stayed there for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I did that in the morning, and then got home and took
What a day.
took a 3-hour nap.
Nice.
In preparation.
Solid.
So I was, not yawning or anything at the show.
That is a great day.
It was a great day. And I got those pictures. So now I know I can camp there. I can go there in the wee morning hours at like 2 a.m.
How long was the
take
hike?
those photos. It was a mile, 500-foot elevation, easy. Okay. So I was, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning when I actually show up there.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh shit. Light's coming up. I gotta run. Luckily, the sky or the clouds were kind of blocking it a little bit, so it gave me some extra time to set up everything before the light actually illuminated the full Rainier. But I kind of booked it up this hill because it's like it's a mile. Yeah. That's 15 minutes.
Yeah, you can do anything in a mile.
I can sprint this.
Crush it.
like my legs hurt. I'm like, but.
I
need to get here before the light.
There. Yeah.
I need to do it. Yeah. So, for the deck of cards that I had, I want to do the different slices of days or like of of backdrops for Rainier, where it's sunny, where it's purple, where it's blue, where it's dark, where it's, but all, layered on each other. That photo is going to be possible at this spot. So I'm going to be hitting this spot so many times this summer. It's going to be good.
Hitting it hard.
Yes, I'm dating.
Sick.
It's so sick. It's so sick. Like,
Good.
I'm so
you're
happy.
liking your new camera.
Oh my gosh. Yes. And I'm like, there's so many things that I can do now.
Yes.
Or that I need to do now in order to get these cool pictures.
Now you have to fulfill it, which is fun. It's like a scavenger hunt.
Uh-huh.
Find the best photo.
Yeah. And I got to get all 52 parks for my deck of cards.
Okay.
And Kubota Gardens was the first one down.
Check.
Boop, boop.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutes. Hell yeah. Good for you.
Yes,
Put that
indeed.
to good use.
Yeah. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Epic.
Because this week is that middle week between Mom's birthday and my birthday,
Yes.
So last week was Mom's birthday.
Yes.
And Mother's
68.
Day.
And then Mother's Day.
And Mother's
Day. You're going to turn 30.
And I'm going to turn dirty 30.
Dirty
yes, indeed.
30.
Yeah. So it was really cool. Like on Wednesday, I had to work a little bit, and then we met up at Willie's Chowder House.
Okay.
In Des Moines. I hate that it's Des Moines. Des Moines.
They don't say Des Moines. They say Des Moines.
Yeah, but Des Moines.
They don't say Des Moines. That's even fucking worse.
That's even fucking
like,
worse.
Jesus
That is
Christ. Just
horrible.
get out of here. Leave.
But
yeah, it's Des Moines.
Like, let me wash that mouth. That was so.
Yeah. Say
Des Moines. Des Moines.
Des Moines,
French.
man. Des Moines.
No, they
Don't
say Des
pronounce
Moines.
Yeah, they do. Washington.
Oh, but that was a beautiful day too.
Nice.
But the chowder, we all had halibut fish and chips.
Oh. Yum.
Oh my God. It was so fucking good.
Yum.
And it was like so tender and fluffy and flaky, and then just like melted in your mouth.
It was like so good. How was the tartare sauce?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But let me tell you, the fish themselves were so good that I only, dipped about half the time.
Yeah, you're not a saucy guy if you don't need to be.
I'm not a saucy guy if I don't need to be. And like these were so good that I didn't need to be.
All right.
Yeah.
Heard.
Yeah.
Epic.
It was so good. And then the chowder was so good.
Clam chowder?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You mentioned
oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
it was so good. So that's what we did, and then we went out on the beach, and I got some great photos of the parents too.
Oh, good.
Like now that I got all of them, I need to actually share them with our group chat.
Yeah, we never see the photos you take ever. So
yeah, I should probably share those.
We'd love
with the world.
to see those at some point in time.
Yeah,
just
with
our lives,
especially these with these Rainier photos. I gotta throw those
gorgeous.
Up. Like
gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, what'd you guys do for Mother's Day?
We had no.
What was that?
We went to Echo
Peak.
Peak.
I like Echo Peak. Echo Peak's nice.
Yes.
That's where Dad was Sasquatch.
Exactly. And then it took like a little hot minute to to remember and get my brain into gear. But oh yeah, this is the place. Brittany and I, like, we all went there.
We've all been there many times. We've gone there with Nick, I believe. It's so chill. Then you got those like celeb houses tucked back in there and blackberry bushes.
Like
those
some hella houses out there.
Hella houses tucked down in Maple Valley,
and they all have roadies in bloom too.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. So that was beautiful because Rainier was still out. I mean, it was,
and the view from Echo Peak is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
You're far, but you're a good view.
Yeah. And there was a couple there with a Irish wolfhound.
What does that look like?
That is a gigantic fucking dog. They were originally bred in Ireland to hunt wolves. Yeah.
Damn.
So, and then once the wolves in Ireland went extinct, they had no reason to breed the wolfhounds. So the wolfhounds almost went extinct as a breed, but then they got revived and they had like specialized breeding with small populations through the 1700s.
No way.
We got a little history lesson because I've only ever seen one other in my life, and then I see them a lot in the historical dramas. So like Outlander, I think Last Kingdom has it's like a status symbol of these Irish kings will have these gigantic hounds.
Interesting. I think I know what you're talking about. They're like wiry looking things.
Gray wiry for sure. And they're massive.
They're massive. Kind of looks like Professor Lupin.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. That's what it kind of looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, just like that wiry, like
it looks like a werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's an Irish werewolf.
Damn.
So that was there, and Mom's like, I took some pictures, and it was pretty epic.
Yeah, you'll have to share those.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's wild.
Yeah. So that was our day.
Epic. That's a good day.
Yeah,
that's a great day.
It was just such good weather the whole time, and all the irises are out, and they all smell good, and everything's growing. Everything's all green and luscious out here. Like I went on a hike at Mount Washington, and I only got about 3/4 up because it was wet.
Oh, really?
Just wet. Just water. And I was like, I don't have waterproof shoes.
Nah. Yeah, it's kind of nice. We don't it pours here, but it storms. We get some lightning,
you get
and I love the
thunderstorms.
Yeah. Like that's fun to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mother's Day, right? I have zero family here, so which everyone finds very shocking, and I'm like, yeah, fucking tell me about it, bro. So Emily, so sweet, was like, hey, I want to invite you over to like Sunday brunch, like my Mother's Day brunch with the fam. So I'm like, oh, sweet. And she's like, but I think we should go out the night before. I'm like, all right, bet. Whatever mom wants to do, mommy is to do. And so me, Emily, and Kylie went out. And it was just me and the moms, the cool moms. And we went down to Vandalia, which is like 35 minutes away down south. And we went to this place called Blind Society, and it's a restaurant. Blind Society, and it's like attached to a distillery as well. So
is all the menu in Braille?
No. Good question though. So I got fish tacos. Those were very good. They were very good with sweet potato fries. Also had like a peach bellini and an espresso martini.
On the side. Yeah.
And Kylie got like a tortellini, and Emily got, I think, just like a Caesar salad, and then we had steak bites. Oh, so good. So we like loaded up there, and it's like very classy. Kylie had never been there before. I just went there for the first time with Jonna like a month and a half ago. So it was like, it was nice. It was nice to have dinner. Nice. I drove, and so they could like party in the drive.
Designated driver.
I was designated driver. And so we headed down, had din, and then we headed to across the street. There's like a bar, a huge patio. I am talking like a massive outdoor front patio, corner, middle thing. And then the bar is like down there inside. You're like, okay, wow, this is all like this patio, man. So cool. And it's called like the Copper Penny or something like that.
Ooh.
So we got some beers, sat outside, hung out, and it was a gorgeous evening. The stars were out. We were just chilling, straight chilling, and we're just chatting and being fun. And then we're like, okay, let's go back to Effingham. What's up? And we were going to go out to the lake and like do our own weirdness. But then it was like, no, let's go to Trucker's Pub. So we pop into Trucker's Pub. And Truckers, let's go party. So we go to Truckers, and Emily and I'm teaching her line dancing. And then we're meeting all these truckers. We met this trucker guy from Texas, loves that we line dance, and blah, blah. And I am in like a long floral maxi dress. Okay, that was my vibe.
Classic Brittany.
Classic Brittany, but not classic Brittany at the club. Like I was not
yeah.
prepared to go out.
Yeah.
Like I think I was
This
prepared
was my everyday.
to go like, yeah.
This is my nature jaunt.
This is me.
Not
This is my
my
frolicking
club.
dress, not
Yeah.
my party dress. Like, yeah. So we go to Truckers, we tear it apart, and we're like, we can do better. Let's go to the Orchard. Let's see what's happening at the Orchard. We can always come back. You know, it's literally a 5-minute drive.
Yeah.
It's all cool.
Yeah,
So we
just
go to the
let's suck on
Orchard,
some apples.
and we're and we're trying to find the girlies that work with us, right? Because it's like the kids go out.
Oh
Let's
my gosh,
find where
yeah,
the
the
kids are.
youngins.
The youngins.
The
The
youths.
22s. The youths. And you know what? We found some youths
Oh my gosh.
at the Orchard. So there's got this massive outdoor tent where everyone's just smoking ciggies, and there's a whole bar outside. Then there's the inside that's just bumping. And this DJ is crushing it. He is like mixing all of this country with rap, with hip hop, with like reggaeton. Like it is, but it's got the smoothest transitions. And I know from like one note, you know, like that's going to be the next song, or like this is what it's moving into, right?
Yeah, you got
and I'm
that.
like, ooh, that's a good mix. That little
You got
tingle,
that
tingle.
club and Spidey
Totally.
sense.
So okay,
You've been around the block.
like
This ain't your first rodeo.
Exactly. Here's the guy like DJing in the back, okay, or up front, and then here's all the
I am a
kids,
DJ,
right? You're the DJ. You're
Yep.
the DJ, and so there's a pool table behind the DJ, and there's this whole mirror wall, and then there's like a table over here. So I pack my way back into the corner. No one can touch
pack
me.
it.
I am like backing
Get
up.
your
Like,
grubby hands off me.
get my space. I want to dance.
Get
I
your
am
paws
feeling
off
good.
me, you damn dirty ape.
Exactly. And so then we're dancing. Emily's dancing, Kylie's dancing, and I am just starting to fucking sweat. And I came highly unprepared. I mean, there's like no washcloth with me, no like I'm not wearing black. My hair is just literally sticking to my back and just dripping down my back. And everyone can see this. And I'm trying to like wipe things, whatever. And then I have like no tissues, nothing. Also, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna dance my ass off. Like whatever. And then you know, shaking ass, and in that dress, the whole dress is just moving. You know, it's just like I'm like creating an earthquake in this place. And then I line dance too, and these kids start whipping out these easy line dances. I watch one round, I'm in, crushing it the next. And so it's just like
now you need a leader.
Yes. I will take you on. But okay, this DJ just slapped. And like we were outside, and it was kind of like, should we go back in or should we go home? Like, should we call it? Should we like stay? Should we call it? Should we stay? And it was like, how are we feeling? And Emily's like, I stay. And it's like, Kyle's like, and I'm like, okay, I guess we're in. And then the DJ just really crushed. And then this like whole party bus full of like people from a wedding come in. And so we're like, oh, and we know all these people. So we're like, yo, yo. And then it's just like, you know, I'm just drenched in sweat. Emily's fucking loving life. Yeah. Kylie's just
don't hug me.
I mean, yeah. Riley went in for a hug, and I go, do not touch. No. You will not like this. And I also bumped into some girl, and she just like, you know? Like, oh my God. I know I'm fucking slimy as shit. I sweat like a motherfucker. Don't judge me for my fucking crushing it, man. Like, fuck you. But, you know, they were sweet. But anyways, we shut that down. Last call, last song. And then like dropped them off at Joseph's and went home. And I slept in that next day till like 10:15. I could not believe it. I know. I think I went to bed at like 2:30.
I still got up at like 7:00 this morning, and I went to bed at 9:30. So
yeah. I mean, I was very shocked, but I think I like woke up, peed, and was like, no, do not. And I had danced all night. I was like,
you danced, you're tired. Yeah.
And then Mother's Day, I whipped up a coffee cake, a really good coffee cake. Okay. And took it warm to the Debenham family. And they had the whole like outdoor patio set up. And we had mommy and daddy on the head table. And then it was me and all the kiddos. So they made like a great salad. And then we had the quiches. So Mother's Day at the shop is kind of a big day. On Saturday, I worked. So before we went out, I worked all day, not on the floor, but this bitch made 24 quiches before 10:30 a.m.
That's quite the quiche accomplishment.
Oh my God. I had 4 on a big cookie sheet and I had to bake a million of those. And they different types.
They better quiche you on a leash.
That was bad.
I know.
But it was great because the next day, that's what we ate for Mother's Day brunch. And so we could
fucking love quiche.
So do I. And this was like a bacon Gruyere chive, okay, like a Lorraine. And then we did a Florentine that was like goat cheese and like Italian seasoning tomatoes and spinach. And it's so damn delish. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, the person who made those quiches is incredible.
Yeah.
I won't keep it in my pants for myself. Look at that BDE.
So, Brittany, did you see the Aurora Borealis?
Okay.
Mother Nature's.
I was literally laying in bed and I got a text and it was like, go outside now. And I got my ass up. I put on a robe and I ran outside. I had my eye mask on and everything. And I ran out onto the other side and I found the moon and I looked up and all I saw was like dark maroon kind of around the moon, but nothing. And then Lena's texting us pictures and it's like hot pink, lime green. Like she's just like a little more in the country and it's stunning. So I'm very sad.
But like to the naked eye, it was a little more light and, washed out. So like
I should have taken out my phone.
Looking exactly. Like if I would have whipped out my camera or my phone, I probably would have gotten great photos just from my apartment outside on my balcony. I had my window open up in the entire time, and I have
and your
fantastic
windows
view of the skyline.
Back.
Yeah. And there was plenty of pictures all over the Seattle subreddits and the internet at large of Seattle and Space Needle with all the stuff.
Yeah.
So all I needed to do was set up my camera, and I would have had something. Wah, wah. I looked and I thought that looks kind of hazy, like looks light, but I'm not sure if that's the normal light pollution that does on normal overcast nights, or if that's the actual Borealis.
Yeah.
It was for sure the Borealis. Yeah.
It was for sure.
So I think I saw it, but I didn't see it and I didn't appreciate it. So I had worked and closed. And so that was the night that I was sweated through my pants.
Yeah. It's a long day.
I came home. I needed to take a shower. I needed a beer, and I needed to get up the next morning and go back to work.
You didn't see it.
So I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't quite as good. And
we just gotta go to Norway and get one of those igloos.
Exactly.
And just crush it.
I want to work for it.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for gifting it to us.
Yes,
but
quite.
I do want to struggle for it.
And I want to see it like in its full freaking
in its glory. When it's
Aurora
just
playing
for
in the
me.
Background.
Not for the rest of America. When it's just for fucking me.
They're
God
like,
damn it.
Sunderkids.
Sunderkids. This Borealis. This
dedicated.
Yeah. I did see Aurora is coming back to Seattle.
Is she now?
In like August or December or something. And I thought I should probably go to that.
You know what? You should probably go to that.
That'd be good.
I need to go to that Babe Rainbow concert in Chicago.
You definitely need to go to that Babe Rainbow concert. I'm like,
Friday
oh man. Man, I'm like jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
And you'll be here like soon after. I wish you
I know. Like I just can't.
A month. We need a month.
Hey. By the end of next week, we might be multi-millionaires, Brittany.
That's true.
No joke.
What is happening?
Might be happening next week. Okay, so
here we go.
The roller coaster is back. Last thing I want to talk about on our podcast. It is back. GameStop is back. I am not crazy. I was just patient. And this entire time, so last year, I was in financial dire straits. So I had to bear down and get my shit in order, get a new job, save up, not do nothing. But I still found a little bit, because the price was so low, to scrape together a couple shares here and there.
Yep.
My award chest has grown over the last 2 years, which is just fantastic. So after 3 years of the price getting hammered down to a thing, we've been seeing, and we've called it the Dorito of doom. So like you see, like the all-time highs goes down and the lows go here, so it gets into this channel. But if it breaks out, that becomes the start of a new, Dorito of doom. So on Tuesday it opened at $80 a share, and they got hammered down to 30. So over the course of a couple weeks, it went from $10, and then it went up to 16 or something. And then deep fucking value, Roaring Kitty, after 3 years of radio silence on the internet, comes back, tweets just a meme of a person leaning forward in a desk chair. And the next day it jumps 75%. So he's probably looking at something in the option chain and notices something that's going to happen, tweets it out, and then the news is like, Roaring Kitty is back. He tweets for the first time and he causes this stuff. No, he didn't cause all this. This has been going on. We've been doing this for 3 years. Everybody in the movement that has been doing stuff at DRSing for 3 years,
yes,
has just been patiently waiting. This has been foretold, but it's just fun to see.
The legends are coming true.
And Rory Kitty coming back, and then now he's just tweeting all these memes, So
and
he must have been
this?
under. So Keith Gill, he was the guy that originally had the play, where he invested $50,000 into these call options for GameStop that were 3 years out. And he's like, I'm telling you guys, the short interest are good. And then he kept doing all these videos explaining his position. And then that kind of snowballed into a lot of people realizing, yeah, this guy's real. And the short interest on GameStop is incredible. And that snowballed into the 2021 short squeeze, which was more of a sneeze. So he was kind of the guy that, discovered this loophole hack. And then it's like, as long as everybody buys and holds, we're gonna siphon money from these evil hedge funds, just extract all of this wealth that they've extracted from the middle class over the course of 50 fucking years, just in a single fucking bat swing. So this guy, $50,000 turned into $50 million over the course of 2 weeks. His post from his last position post, where it says, plus 50 million or whatever, he doubled down at $140 a share after he had testified in front of Congress about this whole ordeal and everything. And then he goes silent for 3 years. It's the most upvoted post on Reddit in its entire history, which is one of the biggest websites on the internet ever. So yes.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. So he's back, and then this all starts. So then in 2 days, it jumps 80%, and then another 75%, and then it touches that 80, and then now it's been getting hammered down. But in 2 days, it went up to hitting its all-time high. That took 2 weeks to get to last time. So if that can happen in 2 days, just wait to see what happens. So tomorrow is going to be interesting, because if it ends over $34, all of the call options in the option and the derivatives market for GameStop for next week will be in the money. So that means that the market makers, the people that sell these call options, have to come up with 30 million shares in order to cover the risk of those people exercising those options. which requires those people to go into the market and buy shares, which increases the price. Well, it increases the price. We already know there's not 30 million shares out there. There's none left. And those that do have the shares are people like fucking me that aren't going to get rid of a single fucking one because we've been patiently knowing and waiting for 3 fucking years.
You're pretty
What's another couple days?
Yeah.
But it for me, because then it can just it could jump next week. If it ends tomorrow over 34, it could jump next week to 100. And if it jumps to 100, it could jump to 200. Who's to stop it? Like last time, who's to stop it at 300? Who's to stop it at 400? Will they let it play out? Will the government have to step in and stop it? Will they stop the buy button again? Like a lot of the things that it tripped up last time with this type of run hasn't happened, where it's had halts, but it hasn't, started the margin calls, and it's already reached the all-time high from last time. So it's kind of built in the market, but it's all fraud and all manipulated, all whatever. So it's but things can get spicy real fast. A spicy meatball is happening in the market,
It's a GameStop, a spicy meatball.
It's a spicy meatball. So next week, so if it ends at over $34 tomorrow, even if it is over 25 by the end of tomorrow, things can happen next week. So potentially Moaz by my 30th birthday.
Let's go.
I just needed to get, if it goes over $420, $420, I will have over $100,000 in my investment account. If it goes over $400 or $4,200, that's a cool, easy million for me. If it goes to $4,000, what is to stop it from going to 10,000? Because it's other apes like me that are just holding it because fuck them. This is all fake paper money. And it's I'm just trying to make it so that I sell a single share for $100,000. We can make it Berkshire Hathaway Class A stock. That is the record we are going for, which is currently trading at 427,000. So a lot of people in the middle class that have been doing this stuff, 125,000 people have registered accounts with ComputerShare, the transfer agent, and have DRS'd their stocks. There's 950,000 people, almost 1 million people on this subreddit alone that owns 25% of GameStop, which is over $1 billion. In over 2 days, it has cost over $1.5 billion in losses to these hedge funds.
Get fucked.
They cannot get out of this unscathed.
Yeah, get fucked.
And it's all I've invested so much and waited so long. I already have plans if this doesn't happen. So it doesn't matter if it does. So it's on paper, yeah, sure, I'll be a millionaire. But I can sell 2 shares for $10,000 each, have $20,000, and still be on the same path that I was already rocking and rolling on in life.
Correct.
And it just so happens that my investment portfolio says it's $1.5 million. So I don't know. Things can happen.
Gonna die.
Yeah. So people, yeah, I just hope that other apes are
listening
to
Matthew's rant. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I just hope other apes
you've made it thus far.
Hold until it's another phone number, until it's a phone number. So
there you go.
Oh man, Moaz is tomorrow.
There you go.
Next week should be fun.
Best 30th birthday present ever.
Oh my god, best birthday! If I become a millionaire by the time I'm 30, with 2 days to spare, or a day to spare, or just on the day, I'd be so happy.
Yes,
I'd be so happy.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah!
Up to the moon.
GameStop to the moon. All right. Anyway. Well, ciao for now then.
Ciao for now. I'll see you on the moon.
See you on the moon. Diamond hands.
Diamond hands.